What is Nirbhay? What is Nirbhay? Nirbhay is a subsonic cruise missile. Subsonic. Subsonic means less than the speed of sound. Subsonic means lower than the speed of sound. Nirbhay is a subsonic cruise missile. You have two important words: supersonic, subsonic. BrahMos is a supersonic cruise missile, more than the speed of sound. Nirbhay is a subsonic cruise missile. Why it is in news? It was testified recently from Orissa. It was testified, Nirbhay. Simple. In films they may ask a question, A, B, C, D. Which of the following fact about Nirbhay is right? It can hit the target up to 1000 kilometers. It is indigenously prepared cruise missile. It is subsonic cruise missile. It can carry weight up to 300 kgs. Warheads. All the facts are right about Nirbhay. Nirbhay, India successfully testified Nirbhay, subsonic cruise missile. Nirbhay cruise missile is India's first indigenously designed and developed. India's first indigenously designed and developed long range cruise missile. Indigenously designed and developed long range cruise missile. It can carry up to 300 kg warhead. It can carry up to 300 kg warhead. Nirbhay is also a nuclear capable missile. It is also a nuclear, it can also carry nuclear warheads, and it can strike up to the distance of 1000 kilometers. It can strike up to the distance of 1000 kilometers. It is powered by solid rocket booster. It is powered by solid rocket booster for taking off. And when it reaches to the necessary velocity and height, okay, it will use powered by solid rocket booster. These are the features of Nirbhay. Remember, whenever you find new name of missile or satellite or any new adventurism by ISRO or space technology or defense technology, this is very, very important for your exam. Next, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told Israel will not easily let go. When it aims something, it will achieve the same thing. It will always follow up its promises, follow up its dreams. Few days back, Israel's lunar mission Beresheet, Beresheet crashed on the moon. Israel's lunar mission Beresheet, Beresheet was crashed. Now, very soon he announced Israel is going to launch Beresheet 2.0. Israel's lunar mission, like our various missions, lunar missions, they have Israelis Chandrayaan. I think you all know Chandrayaan. Like that, Israel have Beresheet, but unfortunately Beresheet 1.0 failed, and Israel very soon is going to launch Beresheet 2.0, and Israel will never give up and try it again. And you all know PM Modi, our Prime Minister Modi, got Russia's highest order of St. Andrews, Russia's highest civilian award for fostering India-Russia relations in a better way. Our Prime Minister Modi, for fostering India-Russia relations in a better way, our Prime Minister Modi got order of St. Andrews, ANDREWS, Russia's highest civilian award. Coming back, you all know the entire story of VVPAT, Voter Verifiable Paper Audit Trial. Earlier, the Election Commission said in every constituency it will cross check one VVPAT machine. one VVPAT. But later on, with the directions of the Supreme Court, they said they will increase to 5. Now all political parties, they are asking 50% of the VVPAT machine should be cross checked. 50% of the VVPAT machine should be cross checked. Next important thing, coming to page number 7. Page number 7. India is short of 6 lakh doctors, 2 million nurses, means 20 lakh nurses. India needs 6 lakh doctors more and 20 million nurses more. So this was very, very important. A report given by US based Center for Disease Dynamics, Economics and Policy. So you all know there are many deaths in India and worldwide, particularly with the poor administration of antibiotics and maluse of antibiotics. We need proper doctors for prescriptions and proper nurses for caring them. India is short of 6 lakh doctors and 20 lakh nurses. And Indian Air Force might acquire very soon C-295 aircrafts. C-295. So let's see whether Defence Acquisition Council will give permission for C-295 or not. And the other important news is, you all know Khalistan movement. Khalistan movement 1984, they want separate Sikh nation in Punjab. Khalistan movement in Punjab, separate Sikh nation. There was many Sikh immigrants and expatriates in Canada. Many Sikh immigrants and expatriates in Canada. And in Canada, next year they are going to have elections. Very soon they are going to have elections. Sikh vote bank is very much needed for any government to win into power. For that reason, Khalistan extremism is being removed from terror report in Canada. For them, Khalistan movement is not terror movement now. And this was criticized by many quarters in India now. If Canada shows double standards, so just to appease voters, you all know the present Canadian president is Justin Trudeau. Just to appease Sikh voters in Canada, the Canadian government have tacitly agreeing that Khalistan movement is not a terror movement. So this is not right. Coming to today's editorial page, secrets and agents. Secrets and agents. The article is about Julian Assange. WikiLeaks Julian Assange. Julian Assange was arrested in London few days back, and earlier he got asylum in Ecuador diplomatic office, embassy, but now he was arrested. There was an extradition agreement between USA and UK. Between Britain and UK there was an extradition agreement. Extradition agreement means if X have committed a crime in one country, goes to the other country have the obligations to send it back to the original country. This is called extradition. EXTRADITION. There are two terms in international language which you should remember. One is extradition, second is asylum. Extradition means when an offence was committed in one country, the offender runs away to other country. For example, Vijay Mallya, for example, Nirav Modi. India is asking extradition of them. You all know that. Send back them to the India. This is called extradition. We have one more word called asylum. Giving place to them, giving shelter to them is called asylum. So now Julian Assange was arrested. Why he was arrested? He has given many leaks in the name of transparency and open society with respect to American government plans and decisions, and also how it involved in Afghanistan, how it involved in Middle East, all these issues. According to American authorities, state authorities, it is against the sovereignty and integrity of India and sovereignty and integrity of America and security of America. Sovereignty and integrity of America and security of America. On the one side freedom of expression, on the other side country's sovereignty. See, this is very important example for ethics case study. For example, see here, Julian Assange is not a government employee. Tomorrow if you become a central government employee or IAS officer, if you get some confidential information about the government, you are not supposed to leak, even if it is for the good society. You can, if at all you need to speak out, you have to blow internally. You have to speak to your boss internally or through proper channel to your higher ups. You are not expected to leak the information outside. So that was here Julian Assange, though he belongs to WikiLeaks, he is not supposed to do that, even as a citizen of any country, not even America. He should not do that. Next, coming back, necessary steps to ending poverty. Necessary steps to ending poverty. Now, I wish to tell you other perspective of the schemes and programs in India today. If some institution or some authority gives common man free money, it might be government, if somebody gives free money or free arms, not ARMS but ALMS, free arms, is it good for the person? No. It demeans the stature of a person. It is against human dignity. No one ought to give or no one can give freely any money, because if you give money freely, you are demeaning the stature of a person, productivity of a person, dignity of a person. Recently, you have seen the Congress party announced Nyunatam Aay Yojana, where government wanted to, that means the political party, if it comes into power, will give 72,000 rupees per annum for 20 crore households at the lower level, almost 20% households at the lower level. The estimate was 3.6 lakh crore. Every month government for 20% of the lower rung households will give freely the money, 6,000 rupees per month. 6,000 rupees per month. How far it supports fiscal prudency? First question. Means 3.6 lakh crores per annum, 13% of our budget. 13% of our budget. First question. Second question. If you give something freely to a man, does it mean his capabilities and skills will get increased? Third thing. When Prime Minister announced PM Kisan, everybody thought every farmer, means the farmer who having less than 5 hectares will get, every farmer will get this 6,000 rupees. In 3 spells 2,000. Everybody was happy and also surprised that government is giving this much of support. But if you see the support offered by the Congress party, it was something 12 times more, 6 into 12, 72,000. Here comes a point. Amartya Sen's capability approach. A really poor person is not a person who does not have money. A really poor person is a person who does not have the capacity to earn money. A really poor person is not a poor person just because he does not have money in the pocket. Just because you don't have money in the pocket, that does not mean that you are a poor person. According to Amartya Sen's capability approach, poverty is not lack of money. Poverty is not lack of money. It is lack of capability to use full potential as human beings. Poverty is not lack of money, but it is lack of capability to use full potential as human beings. That means if health, education, infrastructure, nutrition, cleanliness, if governments take care of all these things, automatically individuals will learn their livelihood. You need not make them to sit and feed them. There was a very thin line between populism and governance. A very thin line between populism and governance. The political parties and governments are after populism, not governance. In fact, they are not governing the country, they are ruining the country by offering freebies to the people. Earlier, Tamil Nadu government used to do that, sometimes Maharashtra, sometimes Andhra. Now, every government from center to state level is offering dole-outs, thereby making the people to depend on them. This is indignity. This demeans the human stature. Who is the government to give something to the human being freely? Government is there for good governance. Government is there to facilitate the humans. Government is there to help the hungry man to earn his livelihood, not to feed him. Not to feed him. This is what is the other's agitation and other's heartfelt problem. He really felt very bad about this. And the other said, we don't want universal basic income, we want universal basic services. We don't want universal basic income, we don't want money, we want your service. Got it? See, one simple contrast. If your father makes you to sit in the house, feeds every month, if you pay property and provides food, will you be really happy throughout your life? If you become a collector, doctor or engineer, if you earn your livelihood and if you do something, if you give back to society, see, if you get employment, it is not that you will get just money, you will get lot of things. You will do lot of things. You are going to make a difference. That they are forgetting. By offering freebies and free money, that quotient they are completely ignoring. As a human being, we all have unique need in our heart. We have unique quest in our heart. We have to give back something. It's not just about money. So that was missing here in the universal basic income or minimum income guarantee concepts. It's a very wrong concept. And giving dollars is very wrong. Giving money is very wrong. Transferring money through accounts is very wrong. This is going to make a future Indian citizen to depend more and more on government. So just think over it. The next article is about highway hurdle. Next article is about highway hurdle. The Madras High Court issued a stay on Chennai-Salem highway construction project. The major contention is environmental impact assessment has not been properly gauged. But the author in the article is criticizing that the highway construction projects even under Bharatmala Pariyojana, very important for infrastructure development, and there should be proper stand for that, proper assessment for that, and court should not suddenly cancel or say the notification is bad, because every notification is done for a purpose. And suddenly Chennai Madurai highway project was cancelled and the same project was given to Chennai Salem. Why it was happened? Nobody knows. All these things we have to understand. Next article is on a tale of two manifestos. A tale of two manifestos. Here BJP manifesto and Congress manifesto, and they are talking more about various things like Pulwama attacks, Citizenship Act, Armed Forces Special Powers Act, all those things. And you can read this article, but the thing is, it is not that important for exam. A pathway to office with power. A pathway to office with power. This particular article have a photograph. Hindu paper, page number 9. The particular article, a pathway to office with power. There was a photograph. You are seeing in the photograph a man called Kanshiram. Along with him, Mayavati. The man, really a very famous man, Kanshiram, started a political party called BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party. Basically a Dalit party. Now I will tell the entire story what he has written actually here. He started this article by saying, on April 14th we have celebrated Ambedkar's birthday. Very much good out of it. But we have ignored the statement given by Ambedkar on his last speech in Constituent Assembly on November 25th, 1949. On November 25th, 1949. The speech goes like this. Ambedkar reiterated J.S. Mill's quote. J.S. Mill's quote. And all who are interested in democracy, they are not to lay their liberties at the feet of great man, however great he might be, or to trust him with power which enables him to subvert institutions. For in India, bhakti means devotion, sometimes is overwhelming with high magnitude, and politics, this bhakti cult leads to dictatorship. What do you mean by that? It means J.S. Mill said, which Ambedkar quoted, J.S. Mill's speech. Ambedkar quoted J.S. Mill's speech. In a democracy, no citizen should lay down his civil liberties under the feet of some man who might be very great, however great he might be. If you show a bhakti cult towards a man in democracy, eventually it will lead to a dictatorship. He is quoting Narendra Modi. The other, indirectly in this statement, is telling the entire election campaign of BJP is revolving around Narendra Modi. Okay. Then the other went to Gandhi and spoke about Gandhi very beautifully. Politics without power, office without power. You won't claim that you are gaining salary out of it, you are gaining some power of it. You are servant of it. The minister is servant of India. The president is servant of India. The IAS officer is servant of India. When you look at the office on the servant side, thinking that you are doing service to India, the concept of power will end, the concept of corruption in politics will end, the concept of cherishma will end. All human beings are subservient to Mother India. That ideology should come, which nobody will accept with Gandhi. Politics is not for power, politics is for responsibility. Strip down all the powers of politicians who aspire for power, who wanted to sit in powerful offices, and make them to subserve India. Will they do that? No. No. So this is what. And he spoke about Dalit politics. He spoke about BAMCEF, Backward and Minorities Communities Employee Federation, and how slowly 1984 Kanshiram formed BSP, and how slowly he tried to bring separate strength for Dalit politics, and how he tried to bring equality in the society. Then later he died. Mayawati became Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and slowly, finally, it might be Narendra Modi, it might be Mayawati, it might be X, Y and Z. Politics is for power. This is today's ideology which nobody can stop this. Coming back, next article. On April 11th, 150 senior military officers who retired almost wrote letter to the government, the president, kindly don't politicize military. Kindly stop politicization of military, projecting Narendra Modi as an army man and changing the head of Abhinandan Vardhaman and putting some politician as a hero, claiming that the victory of military in India is a victory of the political party. Stop this. Don't politicize army. 150 veteran military officers wrote letter to President of India saying that kindly don't politicize the military, to take all necessary steps to direct all the political parties that then they should not use military and military uniforms or military symbols or military formations or military personnel to propagate their political agendas to get vote banks. 150 military officers wrote letter. This is again a నథింగ్ ఈజ్, తెలుగులో శ్రీశ్రీ అంటాడు కాదేది కవితకు అనర్హం అని. ఇప్పుడు కాదేది రాజకీయాలకు అనర్హం, రాజకీయ పార్టీలు ఓట్ బ్యాంక్ అనర్హం అయిపోయింది అనమాట. సో మిలిటరీ వాళ్ళని కూడా వాడేసుకుంటున్నారు రాజకీయ